Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 26 of my Billionaire Minecraft series, where I will collect 1 billion iron ingots, gold ingots, diamonds, and emeralds using the All the Mod 6 mod pack in modded Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I am going to dive into the mod called Silent Gear to craft a bow that should be very powerful. So let's get started. So the reason I want this bow is that very soon I will be diving into the mod Ice and Fire, and going up against some of those dragons in that mod, and those dragons are very, very difficult. I have already made some vanilla, well, not really vanilla armor, but some pretty easily craftable armor in vibranium helmets, vibranium leggings, and vibranium boots, as well as an upgraded silver jetpack. And so now what I want to do is actually make a bow that's going to be pretty awesome. So the first thing I want to do is let's actually look at how you make things in Silent Gear. Silent Gear is very similar to the mod Tinker's Construct, but it does add bows, whereas Tinker's Construct in this iteration does not have bows. So that's why I'm going to be using it for today. And what I need to do first, and I actually have already made these blueprints, but these blueprints are actually pretty easily made. Say you want to make a bow or something, you just need to make the bow blueprint, for example, and basically you just need this blueprint paper, which is just blue dye and paper, and then sticks. And you can make a bow blueprint, and then that will allow you to make a bow with some other things as well. So I have already made the things that I will need for that. So the kind of first thing I want to get going here is I actually want to get a material grader going. So in Silent Gear, if we hold control over something that's actually not work in progress, so like for example, I'm going to be using some Azure Electrum ingots today, and if we look all the way down, and I'm holding the left control key right now, and that causes this to pop up. What I'm looking at is where it says ranged damage 3 times, and then projectile speed 2 times, and projectile accuracy 150%. So those are the traits that are relevant to me right now, because I'm going to be making a bow. And so this Azure Electrum actually gives really, really good traits as far as bow goes. And so to make this, I've actually used this recipe right here. And to get these Azure silver ingots, I've actually come across some of this Azure silver ore while mining in the end when I was trying to find some unobtainium, for example. So I had some of this. I actually had some of this laying around, which is the form that you get when you mine with a traditional non-silk touch pickaxe or hammer or whatever, or in my case a flux bore. But anyways, I had some of this, so I made it into these Azure Electrum ingots through this recipe right here, and so that's where all of this comes from. So the first thing I want to do is get this material grader going. So first off, I actually need a few things here. And actually, I'm going to put it right here. I know it's an odd location. I actually need some sort of catalyst. So if we right-click on the material grader here, there are different forms of catalyst that I can use. However, I don't really have access to anything except I could use glowstone dust. That's kind of a poor catalyst, though. I'm going to be using blazing dust. So how I need to make this blazing dust is I need glowstone dust and this blaze gold dust. So blaze gold ingots, which is where I'm going to be getting this blaze gold dust, is just made from gold and blaze powder. So it's pretty easy to make, but I do need to crush it. And to do that, I actually need a hammer or something from Silent Gear. So let's go ahead and make a hammer. So if I find the hammer print here, and that is right here. If I just right click on it, it shows me kind of what I need to do here. So either I can make the hammerhead with this, or I can make a full hammer with all the different materials here and a tool rod. So the cool thing that this mod has going for over Tinker's Construct, for example, is that you can actually mix and match materials in, say, the hammerhead, for example. So to make this hammerhead, you can have 6 different materials used, and that will give you different statistics based on what you use. In most cases, to be honest, I've used the same materials as all 6, but there are some times where you might want to mix and match materials to get different traits. Kind of like different materials in Tinker's Construct give you different traits. So I need to use this recipe to get a hammer, And so first off I need a tool rod. And so to make a tool rod, let's find that recipe right here. It's actually really simple here. So if I right click it, just put in 2 materials here, and it gives you 2, nope, hang on, that's a different recipe. Give 2 materials and you get 4 tool rods. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'm just going to use iron because it's cheap, and I actually don't need this hammer to be any good at anything, so I just need it to be cheap. That's all I need it for. So I will need this later on, so I am going to grab it back. And then to make this hammer, what I need to do is put the hammer blueprint. And then once again, I'm just going to use iron. It's 6 iron, and then I need the tool rod to actually make a full hammer. So there we go. I don't think, actually I might need these later, but I can just throw them into the ME system and I can find them later if I need them. Let's grab that back. Actually, I know I won't need that later on, so let's just get rid of it for right now. And then I need this hammer, and I need the blaze gold, or whatever it's called. So let's go ahead and make a decent amount of this. I'm not sure exactly how much I need. Let's go for 40. I'm not sure if you use 1 catalyst per every operation in grading. So I should probably explain exactly what I'm doing here, why I'm grading things. So materials in this mod can actually be graded, and up at the top of this box that popped up here, it says SQ material and then grade not graded. If you grade your materials and they grade out high, it actually improves the statistics of it. So that's why I want to grade these things, because I want to make the bow and then the arrows that I'm going to build to be as good as they can possibly be for right now. So what I need to do right now is I actually need to crush these blaze gold into blaze gold dust. So that does use durability. It uses 1 durability per operation. But I'm done with that right now, so let's throw that in there. And then let's, do need to make this blazing dust. So actually, I'm going to have way more of this than I need, but that's okay. Better to have more than not enough. So let's just grab a full stack, and what we're going to do with this is this just goes down in this slot down here. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to see if I can't use hoppers, and I'll put a chest here and then a hopper. I don't think I need the second chest, to be honest, because I don't have that many things to grade. So let's go ahead and grade the vibranium first, and then I can just throw in the rest of the materials that I want to be graded in here. Because these are going to be the materials that I'm going to be using. So if we see here, I got a grade A and then a grade B. That's pretty good. I don't know what the worst grade is, but if we take a look, there is a difference in the statistics between like these 2 vibranium ingots, for example. So that is good to know. And I believe you can actually regrade things. So let's grab this vibranium B and let's put it back in here. And it should regrade it. So let me see if it's going to regrade that or not. It should. It's just taking its time. Maybe it's not. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to regrade it. Okay, so it did regrade it. It's just being kind of, it was just being kind of weird. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Let's throw these back in here and get those graded. I did want them to be as high graded as possible, and A is a pretty good grade. I can't remember what the top grade is. I want to say it's like double or triple A. It might be triple A. But the better the catalyst that you use, the better grades you're typically going to get, if I remember right. And since we're using a tier 2 catalyst out of, I think there are 5 different tiers, we're not using the best catalysts here, so we will definitely not get the best graded materials, but, you know, whatever, we'll deal with it. Okay, so let's actually make a super basic bow right now. So let's go back to the silent gear stuff here. And let's see what we need to make a bow. So to make the bow limbs, we can use 3 materials, or we can use this pattern with a tool rod and compound bowstring to make a bow. So this is the recipe that I want to use. So first off, we do have a tool rod, and let's actually grab that out of here. And then let's also make a bowstring here. So let's see. Let's just grab our worst graded string here. Okay, so why did that not stack? That's weird. And how much, how much bowstring do I need? Because I forget if it's 2 or 3. And I'm having trouble finding the pattern here. Here it is. Okay, so we need 3. Let's actually just grab some ungraded string. Because why not? And I can possibly use this graded string later. Okay, so let's throw this in here. And I could have done this without this crafting terminal. Sorry, wrong pattern there. And this is my bowstring. And okay, so what it says when it says synergy 100%, when you mix your materials, which I'm not obviously right here, I'm using all 3 of the same materials, your synergy can be either lower. I can't remember if it can be higher than 100%. I kind of think it can be, but I know it can be lower. And for example, if you see the string is tier 1 material, for example, if you use different tiers of materials, your synergy will typically be below 100%, which will actually hurt the total characteristics of what you create. And you won't get a sheer average of, say you use something with a durability of 200 and then something else with a base durability of 300. If your synergy is below 100%, your base durability of those 2 things combined into one item would not be 250. It would actually be lower than the combined mean of them. So that's what I mean there. So let's just grab this bowstring and let's actually just get kicking with this bow here. So I'm just going to use iron because it's simple to make a super simple bow here. And that's the bow limbs, and then this is an iron bow. If we take a look, the ranged damage is actually pretty high, and the ranged speed isn't too bad either. The durability isn't great, and the enchantability is also pretty bad. But that is a base bow. And then let's also make base arrows, and just test this bad boy out. So let's go back to the silent gear here. Sorry, I'm typing the wrong things here. And let's make an arrow. And to make an arrow, we need a tool rod, we need a fletching, and then an item or a material. So I do need to make a fletching here, and for fletching, I just have feathers. So let's grab some feathers here. And actually, I already have a fletching in my system, so I might as well just use that. I can't remember if I need 2 or 3 feathers or how many feathers I need to make a fletching. It might just be 1, to be honest. Okay, so I need the fletching, I need a tool rod. I should have a tool rod in here. I have 2 of them, and then a material for the head. So this will give you 64, and I believe it gives you an ammo number of 64 no matter what your materials are here. The durability that it shows in, say, the tool rod multiplier, and then the this right here where it says durability 250, I don't think that's taken into account. So the statistics of this are range damage times 1, the speed is down a little bit, and the accuracy is up a little bit, and that is due to the fletching here. So let's grab those, and let's actually test this bad boy out. Is it night? It is night, so that's actually really nice because we can test this bad boy out. Is it going to work worth a crap? I honestly can't tell. Okay, that looked kind of bad. I had it fully pulled back, and it still did not look super good. So what I want to do now is actually make a good bow. So let's just throw this bad boy away. Let's also throw these arrows away because I don't want bad things here. And let's grab this back because I do need to make different arrows. And let's start to grab some things. So let's see. Do we have any? I actually have 3 grade A and then 1 grade B and then some C's. Let's grab the A's and B or A's and C's. For that, I only need 3 strings, so let's grab the grade A string because that is the best string. And then I'm not sure how many feathers I need, but I definitely need less than 4. And my vibranium is going to be for tool rods. So let's first off make some vibranium tool rods here. And as we can see, just practicing around, I actually made some vibranium tool rods. And if we look at the statistics, it is definitely better for the graded ones. It's not a whole lot better, but it is a little bit better. So let's grab those. We're not going to need the old ones, so let's get rid of those for right now. And let's go ahead and I also want to grab one of these because for the arrows, it seems to be that the tool rod actually doesn't matter at all for the arrows. So I'm going to test that theory, but I'm going to grab the iron tool rod here because I believe that it doesn't. So I might as well use the cheaper one. And then for the bow, let's go ahead and let's make the bowstring. So I have this grade A string here. And okay, so I get a little bit of range speed upgrade over the old one, I believe. Yeah, so let's grab that. I won't need that anymore. Let's grab the fletching here. I'm not sure how many feathers I need. It looks like just one. And actually, I'm going to need to make multiple arrow sets, so I might as well just grab as many of these as I can for right now. Let's throw those in there, and then let's make a bow. So I think I want to use my best graded electrum for the bow itself, and I hope that's not a mistake. So that's the bow limbs, and then to make the full bow, we're going to add that and this. And this will give me range damage of 5.15, which is really good. And then the range speed is just 1. Some of the statistics actually don't show up here. So, for example, ranged speed is something that you might see on some of the other materials. And actually, is it here? Yes. For example, this one has 0.1 times on the ranged speed, whereas Azure Electrum does not have it shown. And that means it's just 0. It has no modifier to the ranged speed, which is why we get the ×1 trait here. So let's grab this bow out. I shouldn't need that anymore. Let's make some of these arrows. So, and actually I'm going to need more of these tool rods, I think. So let's go ahead and make more of those. And I don't think I'll need any more of those tool rods. And for the arrow, what we're going to do is we are going to have these as the arrowheads. I think we're going to have these as the middle, and then these as the fletchings. So let's take a look at the attributes here. So the range damage is 3.09, and then the projectile speed is 1.54. Let's swap these out and see if anything changes here. I don't think it does. So it's 3.09 and 1.54, and then the accuracy is 133. Let's triple check this. Yeah, it's all the same. So you might as well use the cheaper tool rods, and let's grab those. So that's fantastic. Let's go ahead and test drive this bow if it's still night out the side. And actually, let's get rid of that stuff. I don't need it. So let's see if this bow is able to one-hit kill things, because I really want it to. Okay, that's good. That's good to see. Okay, let's try some long-range shooting. What about that brute? He has a little more health, I believe. Okay, that did not get there. That did not kill the brute. That's kind of a disappointing. I really wanted that to one-shot him. So it's not doing as much damage as I was hoping, but we can add a little bit more damage through enchantments. So that's the next route I'm going to take here. So, okay, so I'm actually done with this setup. Let's get rid of the junk that I don't need. I'm actually going to throw these away. And let's not shoot this anymore for right now. What I want to do next is I actually want to make some hell shelves. And they are just better bookshelves for enchanting. So if you take a look at the attributes here, and I can pull up the regular oak bookshelf to compare the attributes here. So it's Eterna is actually plus 1.5 with a max of 22.5, and then the Quanta is plus 1.5 times %. So the oak bookshelf actually only goes up plus 1 and with a max of 15, and it does not affect the Quanta at all. So I can actually make these health shelves here, and let's take a look at the recipe pretty simply. So the health shelves are made via nether bricks, a bookshelf, a blaze rod, and potions of regeneration. So potions of regeneration are actually pretty easy to make so long that you have gas tiers. First off, you need to use a brewing stand with nether wart, and I'm actually going to do this for one. I have actually brewed up a bunch of potions, but let's just go through the process once. So we just need to have water bottles. We need to throw in some blaze powder, and then I need to grab nether wart, which I somehow neglected to have in my inventory. But let's throw that in first. And this will make an awkward potion, or 3 awkward potions rather, and then I throw in the gas tier, and that makes the potions of regeneration. While that's going, I should probably make more nether bricks, because actually never mind, I have enough. What I am going to do is I'm going to throw a bunch of these in furnaces. I might as well. I may need more nether bricks in the future. So let's come over here to my little workshop that I haven't used on camera very much, but I've used quite a bit off camera. And just throw the nether rack in here, and we're getting nether bricks. Not the constructed 2x2 nether bricks, but these nether bricks. So, and actually I can X that out. So let's go ahead and finish off this potion. This will make them into regeneration potions. So I should actually be able to make 14 more of these, I think. I don't have enough nether bricks. So I don't think I have these automated, but I can do that. And because my system is actually making more of these nether bricks right now, that's not a problem. So let's go ahead and throw this in here and grab these potions. Let's throw them in the system. And let's tell this system to make some more health shelves here. So I actually need 17, and I'm not sure I have enough nether bricks just yet. So let's do 14, and then I'll do 3 more in just a little bit. And while I'm at it, I also want to make some bows here. And I think 10 will be good. And what I'm going to do with the bows is I'm just going to enchant them and then possibly pull enchantments off of them to put onto my awesome bow here with the help of this disenchanter. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do that or not, but I have that option. So let's go ahead and throw this brewing stand and the blaze powder back in there. I won't need that. I will need to be placing down some health shelves. Do we have the rest of these made? Almost. I will need to make 3 more. But the interesting thing about these health shelves is that you can actually enchant health shelves. You cannot enchant regular bookshelves, but you can enchant these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. So it actually helps the attributes a little bit, so there's no reason not to. And it looks like it's giving us Hell Infusion 1 most of the time. Can I stack those? I can. So as you can see, the attributes are just very slightly better. So there's no reason not to. And actually, you can use an enchanted health shelf to make a blazing health shelf. You just need the Hell Infusion 3 enchantment. That would be really nice to be able to make these, but apparently my enchantability is not good enough right now. Okay, that's weird. Let's go ahead and place down the health shelves that I have. So let me grab an axe just to make the demolition process a little bit faster. And let's put down the 4 health shelves that I have enchanted. And then let's see if this will get me enough enchantability to actually enchant this next one. So no, apparently not. Okay, so maybe what I can do here is, rather than trying to enchant that, just try to enchant one of these guys. And then do this. Okay, it's still not going to work. Maybe if I break this and replace it. I would really like to enchant all these health shelves if I can. Okay, it doesn't want to work right now. That's not a big deal. I can just grab the rest of my health shelves and just place them down without enchanting them. Okay, I was gonna say I should have enough nether bricks, but apparently not. And while that's going, I might as well just mow down the rest of these guys and get ready to replace them. Though I was premature on that one. That's okay. Okay, that's cool. Let's start placing these down. And this should help my enchantability a decent amount. I'm not sure exactly how much, but it will help. Okay, cool. So that is that. Let's go ahead and start enchanting these bows here. So as we can see, the highest level I can enchant now is 46, whereas before I changed my setup, it was 30, I believe. So let's go ahead and start grabbing things. Okay, so I'm getting some... I would really like to get some power enchantments. quick draw and quick shot. I'm not sure if they do different things or what, to be honest. I'm not sure how much unbreaking actually helps either. Okay, power 5. That is going to be something that I definitely want. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I need to determine which enchantments I actually want to use. So I think volley is an enchantment I want. Power 5 is obviously an enchantment I want. So I know those two. I definitely want quick draw, but where is my my best quick draw? I think is quick draw 3. And then I also have quick shot 3. And let's see here. True shot 3 is going to be something I also want. So let's do that. Okay, I already have true shot 3. Okay, so let's set up my disenchanter here. And this is going to be temporary location. Let's set this up right here. Oh shoot, do I actually need experience to run this? Because this might not work. And that's my bad. Yeah, it looks like I probably need experience to do this. And I do not have experience to do that. Does this also need energy? That's kind of weird. It looks like it does though. Or maybe it produces experience. I'm not 100% sure. Let's give it energy. Let's actually just move it. To where I can get it energy easily, and that would be something like right here. So let's grab just one conduit is all I need for this. Okay, so there's energy, okay, so it does look like it needs an experience, so that's not cool because I don't have experience. At least not solidified experience. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to enchant this. This seems kind of like a lottery. I don't super like this. Maybe in the next episode I can actually get this thing running with experience. Because I think it should be kind of trivial to get. I'm just not 100% sure how to do that right now. So let's just go ahead and enchant this for right now. So we got Unbreaking, Multi-Boat, and Nature's Mend, which actually seems like pretty crappy enchantments, to be honest. Because I wanted these enchantments right here. So you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go away for a second, and I'm going to try to figure out this disenchanter, and if there's any quick and easy way for me to get experience. And if I figure that out, I will be right back. So I've been looking, and it seems like there's nothing super easy for me to actually get the liquid experience. That is something I am going to prepare for between episodes, I believe, because right now I do not have very good enchantments on this, and I would like to have better enchantments. I would like to have some of these enchantments on this bow, so that when I face the dragons, I can actually be well prepared. So what I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to collect some vines, because the best way to actually get this liquid experience seems to be an experience pylon from the mod cyclic as well. And so to actually make this, I need some vines, and I need this crystallized amber. That's something I can make next episode as well. It's actually fairly easy. I just need these items right here in magma. No problem at all to actually do this. Yeah, that's a pretty easy recipe. But I do need vines. I really don't have any idea of where to get those at this point, so I'm just not going to worry about it in today's episode. So I think I am just going to wrap up today's episode. In today's episode, I made this bow from the mod Silent Gear. I also upgraded my enchantment area to have health shelves here, and this will allow me to enchant things quite a bit better than before. I think I was seeing level 46 or maybe 48 level enchantments, whereas before I was in the 30s, or at 30 rather. So that is definitely an upgrade over what I had before. And then I tried to use this disenchanter, but apparently I need some liquid experience, which I don't have at this current time. That's something, like I said, I will be working on pretty shortly. So anyways, If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. If there's anything I could have done better or differently, just let me know down in the comments as I try to read all the comments. If you enjoy large-scale automation in modern Minecraft, that's usually what I do and will be doing in this particular series. So definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.